There's new hope for the return of Glenn Medical Center after President Trump signed a new bill into law. Plus,
this is a toolbox. This is what we use to serve the town of Paradise and the citizens, not only of the town of Paradise, but the surrounding communities.
We'll show you how a new fire engine in Paradise will help boost response and protection for people living there.
And new at 6, thousands of dollars will be coming to the Orland Free Library thanks to one of America's oldest grant-making foundations.
Covering Northern California. You're watching Action News Now. Coverage you can count on.
A longtime restaurant is closing its doors in downtown Chico, adding to a growing list of others who've done the same in recent years.
Action News Now reporter Emilio Del Carpio joins us live from outside Panama's on East 2nd Street. Emilio, you spoke with various downtown business owners about the challenges they're facing.
That's right, Alan. I'm outside of Panama's Bar Cafe here in downtown Chico. I reached out to the general manager and the store owner, but unfortunately they did not want to give a comment as to why they're shutting their doors at this time. However, what I did find out was a growing concern shared among the downtown business community. I spoke with store owners, development officials, and the mayor to get their thoughts on what challenges downtown Chico is facing. Panama Bar Cafe now joins Tomfoolery, Smoking Moe's, Momona, and Woodsy, longtime downtown businesses that have closed after more than a decade in operation in just the last year or so. Anika Rodriguez, owner of Anika Burke, points to reduced foot traffic and the shift towards online shopping as ongoing challenges downtown. Chico mayor and business owner Casey Reynolds adds that rising costs on nearly everything are also putting pressure on small businesses.
But mostly, I think it's the cost of goods are through the roof. Labor is absolutely outrageous. PG&E is skyrocketing, and our insurances for most all of us businesses have doubled. Some people are cutting checks for $4,000 and $5,000 a month just for PG&E bills.
Reynolds also points to changes in shopping and eating habits, as well as drinking culture. Trends, she says, are affecting downtowns nationwide. She notes how being able to go online, click a button, and get your goods delivered at your door is convenient, but it's the downtowns that are paying the price. I also got to speak to business developers at Chico Start. Their executive director told me that Chico could be the next AI hub, with 7 or 8 AI companies having recently opened. Live in Chico, Emilio Del Carpio, Action News Now.
Thanks, Emilio. Panama Bar Cafe opened its doors in 1986.
President Trump signed a bipartisan deal into law that would allow Glenn County Hospital begin the process of reopening. Crafted by U.S. Senator Adam Schiff and the late Congressman Doug LaMalfa, the legislation restores the hospital's critical access status to prevent major federal funding cuts. It will likely take some time for the long-term recovery, but it does represent a critical first step in unlocking enhanced Medicare reimbursement rates.
Butte County has confirmed the first 2 flu-related deaths of the season, both people in their 50s, and both died from complications related to influenza. Butte County Public Health strongly is encouraging anyone 6 months of age or older to get vaccinated to make sure you're protected. Now, the Chico and Oroville Public Health Clinics offer free vaccines on a walk-in basis. Well, now that the U.S. Supreme Court upheld California's new congressional voting maps approved by voters through Prop 50, we're answering your questions about what that means for our area.
It will impact most of our region. Butte, Tehama, and Glenn County over here, these remain in District 1. But Shasta, Trinity, and Modoc counties are now part of District 2. Primaries for both elections are set for June 2nd, with the general election happening November 3rd.
However, due to the passing of the late Congressman Doug LaMalfa, District 1 will also hold a special election with the current district map to determine who will fill out the remainder of LaMalfa's term. The primary for the special election will also be June 2nd, and if no candidate then receives a majority of the votes, a general primary or special election will happen just for LaMalfa's final term. That will be held on August 4th.
So far, Democratic candidate Audrey Denny and Republican Assemblymember James Gallagher are the only 2 who announced that they'll be participating in that special election to finish off the term.
And it's with a heavy heart, but also in light of that legacy of service that I'm announcing this morning that I will be seeking to fill the remainder of Doug's term in Congress.
I see this division, and I've always wanted to be part of kind of the salve on the brokenness of our country and help people come back together around like, yeah, we're going to disagree on how to get things done, but we're going to recognize people's humanity.
Just yesterday, we told you that President Trump endorsed Republican James Gallagher in the special election primary. He made that announcement in Truth Social on a post yesterday. Gallagher responding, quote, "I'm deeply honored to have President Trump's support and full endorsement." The field of candidates running for the new districts 1 and 2 is growing. They would take these seats next year.
Audrey Denny and Mike McGuire, both Democrats, announced their candidacy for the seat. And elections reporting site Ballotpedia has also listed Democrats Casey Stewart and Kyle Wilson and Republican Angelita Valles as candidates. James Gallagher has not yet said if he will run for this new seat. In District 2, Democrat incumbent Jared Huffman, along with Democrats Kevin Isley and Rose Penelope Yee, have registered for the District 2 seat, as well as Republican Paul Salisbury.
We're going to continue to follow these races as we get closer to election season.
Well, here's video now taken earlier today from downtown Oroville, the old downtown Oroville, and it looks like just another clear, beautiful day with temperatures in the 70s.
Yeah, if you didn't know any better, we wouldn't know that we do have a chance for rain on the way. But I guess we have a couple more days to go, Howie. Right now, it's just kind of a warm evening out there.
Yeah, we're basically fast forward into April. That's the kind of weather we would see with the sun and the temperatures. But it is still February, and we're still going to see rain and snow, as you just hinted to, and it's coming soon. Looking at the valley right now, still in the low to mid 60s. Not bad, still very comfy after warming into the 70s. Remember, I'll get you those official highs during the 11 o'clock show tonight. But chilly up in the higher elevations, already in the 40s and the 30s in parts of the mountains. Here's our winds. Yeah, they're light, so we're going to see the fog. Well, visibility looks really good right now. And with our warmer temperatures, we're not cooling down as much. We're not going to make it to the dew point temperatures. So, again, we might be fog-free. But we are going to cool down. We are going to see rain. We are going to see snow. We'll talk all about it in just a bit.
All right. Thanks, Howie.
An Oregon mother charged with child abduction pleaded guilty in Butte County Superior Court. She's accused of being part of an elaborate plan to take her 2 children from their father, who had custody in Chico. Erin Ray of Klamath Falls faces up to 4 years in jail when she's sentenced in March. Prosecutors say that she convinced her 9 and 11-year-old sons that their father would kill them if he got custody and to run away and call her accomplice, Jeanette Turner of Antioch, to come get them. Turner will be tried next month.
The man who tried to kidnap a 3-year-old from his mother's arms will spend the next 2.5 years in prison. Juan Avila Gomez of Biggs was convicted of knocking on the mother's apartment door in Chico last year. And when she answered, trying to pull the boy from her arms, shouting, "That's my kid." A neighbor intervened, helping to stop the kidnapping. Avila Gomez pleaded guilty to this crime.
New at 6, the Orland Free Library is getting a major boost, a $10,000 gift from the Carnegie Corporation of New York. The donation is part of an initiative honoring the nation's historic Carnegie libraries ahead of the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. The Orland Free Library opened in 1920 and is still serving the community today, one of 142 Carnegie libraries in California.
Engine 82 in Paradise is now in service. We told you in August when members of the town's fire department traveled to Wisconsin to do the final inspection. Action News Now reporter Bea Barbosa went on a ride along today to learn all about how it will impact operations.
There's a new engine in town.
Engine 82 back on almost now.
Replacing a decade-old engine.
They get a lot of wear and tear. We drive them around town. They drive fast. Got to slam on the brakes. The pump operates.
The new Engine 82 has upgraded technology, new lights for better visibility at night, and even a rear-view camera.
But we take a lot of pride that this is a Town of Paradise resource.
The new engine is designed to make responding to an emergency faster and easier, with equipment organized in a different way in this engine compared to the old one to maximize efficiency.
It also brings those capabilities that if someone is having a really bad day or calls 911, that this resource can get there in a timely fashion, bring the correct tools and gear to mitigate anybody's emergency or when they're having an issue.
And it's all thanks to Measure V, the local sales tax that goes to public safety and public works in Paradise through 2031. In Paradise, Bea Barbosa, Action News Now.
The engine first arrived in Paradise in December, but needed to be outfitted with equipment before it could be put into service.
Oroville police arrested a man for an assault this morning that left a man with serious injuries. Police say a 911 call came just before 7:30, reporting a man bleeding on the ground in a parking lot on Oro Dam Boulevard between Lincoln and Myers Streets. They say the victim was taken to the hospital and that they arrested 32-year-old Jacob Becker of Oroville nearby. Police say he matched the description provided by witnesses and had blood on his clothing.
Chico police used surveillance video to arrest a felony burglary suspect. Officers say they arrested 28-year-old Cole Riot during a traffic stop after his vehicle was captured on video by the homeowners. Police say a search of Riot's home turned up some of the stolen items. We're working to confirm whether police believe that he is the same person that you see here in this video. This was sent to us by burglary victims in North Chico also this morning. They shared this video and they say they shared it with police too and asked us to do the same.
Fish and Wildlife is tracking a new wolf pack in a local county. We'll tell you more.
And after more than a year without one, a new Veterans Resource Center finally opened today in Corning. We'll hear from veterans about the local need.